And hello again, Internet. Sorry for the bit of delay there. For some reason, the controls weren't working for this anymore. Yeah, this is back to driver. I don't want to leave this one unfinished. I really do want to try to get this game completed. I'm on the last level, so I hope people show up here to talk to help making the grind easier. Otherwise, it's just going to be an hour of frustration. Also, my mic freaking broke its cord, so I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay. I honestly can't tell if it's the same as it's been or what. Did it just do a new game on me? No, it didn't. Okay, it's hard to frickin' tell. Okay, let's see. Final. It should be this. Press X to continue, and I almost hit the wrong button because, again, wrong controller. Now, I don't exactly remember all the controls for this anymore. We're skipping the... We've seen the story there. We just want to do this stupid RNG mission. Because this isn't fun at all. And the President's Run. Yeah, if you remember, everything attacks us this time. Everything is after us. Case in point. They will try to wreck the car. And it is really hard to get them not to. Fortunately, there's no time limit. Unfortunately, that's not what matters. Because again, right there, see, he came up behind me so fast, and it's over. This one's over. He came up behind me so quickly. I'm at full speed. Hey, Shy. I'm at full speed. Yeah, honestly, this mic has been disappointing me lately. The cable for it has been getting really stiff. And I don't know why, but it broke at one point. And I have it tied up. Literally have it tied up to get it out of the way. And it still found a way to fucking snag on something and break. So I got it taped back together right now, but chances are I'm going to have to get a new cable or a new microphone before too long. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Oh, fucking, I forgot how bad this was. Oh, I forgot how bad this game is, at least on this level. The rest of it was decent, but this is fucking awful. And again, like, even comparing this to when this game came out, Carmageddon kicks the shit out of this game. For anything this game supposedly innovated and tried to do unique, it's really not good at all. I mean, look at this shit. The cops can go faster than you, so they'll hit you from behind, and there's no way to stop that. And when they do, they throw you off course because the controls are really clunky and stiff. It's just that right now I don't have a better game to play at the moment. I don't have anything set up. And I don't really want to leave this unfinished. So I'm going to do what I can to try to finish this game today. And wham, see? Look at that, look at that. Already getting hit from behind. This last mission, there's no tactics. There's no strategy. There's nothing you can do. You are just in a slower car. So here comes one. You are in a slower car. And they're going to hit you. There's just too many of them to avoid. And see, they've spun me completely around. And dead. That's over. There's no tactic you can use to avoid them. There's no strategy you can use to outrun them. There's no specific path you can take that they won't be on. It really is entirely RNG, which is the absolute worst thing a game should be. So come on, Shy, talk to me. Give me something to talk about other than this game. Because I don't want to talk about this game right now. I'm playing it, but that doesn't mean I want to talk about just it. I just want to get this finished and mark it off my list for good. Because right now, this thing's like an albatross hanging around my neck. I got the Disgaeas. That's it so far. 4 and 5. Played a bit of 5. I've enjoyed 5. My God, those Disgaea games have changed, though. So much new stuff. There are so many layers on top of layers. Systems. Just, hello, game. What are you doing? Computer, why? Exit that. See if that does anything. Don't ask me why it suddenly slowed down like that. I think the War Game Launcher is a piece of shit. I think that's what's slowing my computer down a lot of times. Well, let's restart that. I haven't seen it happen when I'm doing other games before now, though. And I know that every now and then I'll be playing, well, World of Tanks, which is why the War Game Launcher is up, and chatting with someone, and it just kills the computer so much that the chat dies, or, you know, goes robot, and the game starts lagging badly. And I don't know if it's the World of Tanks or the Wargaming Launcher, but I think it is. Nope. Too much damage right away, too much damage. No, it's not that. It's happening far too frequently for that to be the case. That and that's scheduled. Not that it listens to the schedule. I also hate how some of the cars are fucking unmarked. So they come out of nowhere, and you can't tell if it's traffic or not traffic. If it's traffic or something trying to hit you. It's like they did everything they could to make this the most annoying mission possible, and that's never fucking do this to your players. Have a purpose for things. You have to actually design challenges. You can't just turn everything up to 11 and go, do this now. That's not a challenge. I mean, look at this. There's literally nothing you can do, especially since once you start getting hit, you've completely lost control of your car. You can't recover, so you get hit again and again and again until you're gone. This might be the worst last level of any game I've ever seen. But yeah, Disgaea just, they've been, as I mentioned earlier, they've been using the same engine for a long time and just updating it and adding new stuff to it. Well, it's gotten to the point where there are so many layers of systems on top of each other. There's almost too much to do in the game. Disgaea 5, there's just an obscene number of things. Literally could not, and it's over. I flipped. That's another problem too. You can just be insta-killed. That's it. It's flipped. It's done. It's game over. You cannot recover from that. Oh, they hit you just right to flip you. Game over. Fuck, I hate this. And there's no way to do this other than just keep racing until you win. And the voice lines. Oh god. Nice driving, son, as I'm wrecking off the fucking taxi. Like, thanks. Thanks. Well, that's going to hit me from behind. Cars turn in front of your way with no signals. Your car is heavy, slow. You can't react. Like now I'm getting bounced. Every time it hits me, I lose control. And of course take some damage. Oh yeah, and it's raining, of course, so there's even less control. But the opponents are not affected by rain. All the cars hitting you, they're not affected by the weather at all. Only you are. And then, if I get far enough down, it becomes nighttime, which makes it even harder to do stuff. This is just nothing to do but keep playing. And that should never be a thing in a video game. Well, just keep playing until you get the right lucky combination.
Nice driving, son.
I'd rather not talk politics here, Shy. Not going to discuss current events, only discuss video games. Alright. Get the fuck off me. I mean, look at this. Now they're on top of me again. Nothing I can do. I'm already at half damage. I'm not even a quarter of the way through where I'm having to go. Because this isn't even close to the end of the map yet. I've still got 2 turns at the end. And remember, I've gotten to the turns at the end without taking damage and lost. Because trying to make a turn in this weather with those cars chasing you like they are is basically impossible. Because they're not affected by, it's not rain, it's freaking snow and ice. They're not affected by it.
Nice driving, son.
You can't avoid the felony. Literally, you can't. It's automatic. So you will always have them be this aggressive at you. And this is going to hit me right as I come around this. Yep. That was just some wonderfully bad time. That's RNG. And now they're on top of me again, and I can't avoid them.
Where are we going, son?
I hate this. I just haven't come up with a better video game to play right now. And that one's over. Because I don't know what to freaking do. I just don't know. I was barely cleaning up my YouTube channel, trying to get stuff up. Main reason I was waiting is because, well, number one, Turok 2 still has a copyright claim on it, a false copyright claim on it. Because even though, you know, they let the one fall off, they just claimed a different part of the video and kept it going. So I still haven't been able to put that back up. The, at the very least, the Descent to Undermountain stuff is back and clear again. Because there's a company, there's a Big Score Media, I think it is, that they have this one generic Renaissance Fair sounding song called Return to the Hunt. Well, that's over. And I can almost guarantee you that they sampled something from those Interplay. Because Interplay, back in 1998, you know, they released both Baldur's Gate and Descent to Undermountain. And they used the same song for the tavern in both of those games. And I guarantee you Return from the Hunt must have sampled it or something. Because if you run either of those games and play that song, Big Score Media will try to claim your video. There's a problem with that, though, in that the song Big Score Media claims you're taking was recorded in 2013, whereas the games are 1998. If anyone is violating copyright, they are. But YouTube doesn't give a shit. YouTube lets them get away with it, and quite frankly, they are stealing money from people. Any claim that they have on Descent or Baldur's Gate out there, which they have plenty, if you look up either of the songs, you will find that are almost universally claimed. Any ad revenue should not be going to them. It's theft. But YouTube doesn't give a shit. But fortunately, I've been fighting it, and they finally cleared it. They had one where they decided that even though it wasn't their song, they were going to claim it anyway and keep the claim. They did drop that one, though, eventually. I think they realized that, whoops, no, it's not your song. Because they can get their asses sued off for that. Not that anyone's going to fucking do it. And YouTube sure as shit won't support you if you go after someone making false claims. YouTube encourages false claims. So that's why Turok wasn't up. Driver I didn't put up because, well, I didn't finish it. Thief I didn't put up because, again, I only played like 3 levels of that and then had to leave. And when I came back, I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking playing Thief. But I did finally get Disgaea 2 put up and most of Turok 2 up. And if I actually manage to win this, which is not going to happen, but if by some miracle all the stars align and I manage to finish this level, I can finally put Driver up.
Nice driving, son.
But as you see, that's not really going to happen. There's really nothing you can do on this. I've heard it has some frame rate issues. Although it looks like a good game, I do kind of want to pick it up. There's too many games right now. Way too many fucking games I'm playing right now to pick up even anymore. I mean, it's Humble Bundle monthly thing just came out again, man. And I picked up more games there. Okay, well, it's less frame rate issues and more the resolution keeps popping. And this one's done. Look at my list. I have them written down in my text down there, Shy. Come on. I show you what games are each month. Tisk, tisk, Shy. Don't even look at my info down there, huh? Yeah, I have the Humble Monthly stuff shown. Get off, get off, oh, get off. This one's over. Well, I've been stupid at getting back into World of Tanks. Need to do some Disgaea 5. Still need to finish Borderlands 3. I kind of dropped that one, too. And that's just not counting the 2,000 other games I have on Steam. That is not an exaggeration, by the way. And that's just games on Steam, not counting the other platforms I have games on. Oh, God, this level sucks.
Nice driving, son.
Honestly, I'm getting exhausted. My fucking mic's broken. Hope it's still under warranty. I need to check that out. See, half the time you can't even see them when they're incoming. And flipped. See that? One hit. One hit, game over. One hit from a car you could not see in time to react to. Game over. This is such a badly designed game.
Nice driving, son.
Wait, really? That was a cop? Was that a cop or was that just a car that turned without a turn signal? Don't hit me right now. Oh, come on. How are you even there? I haven't even made it past the park yet. And for the record, oops, let me show you where I have to go. You see how far I have to go? See that park that's in front of me? That's as far as I've gotten. I have to get past the park, continue to travel almost all the way down the road, and then turn and keep going. I can't even get past the park. Because, yeah, the entire time, the other cars are coming after me that aggressively. They're not cars, they're missiles. And again, on top of that, not only do you have the hyper-aggressive cars coming after you, you're on ice. So you can't control yourself that well. But they're not affected by it.
Where are we going, son?
Anyone responsible for this letter needs to just freaking write a formal apology to the entire gaming community. Might I actually get past the park for a first time? I'm past the park. Hardly means I'm in the clear. You'll notice it's getting darker out. Get off me. No, I'm dead. There's no way. Look at how much damage I have, and remember, there's a turn up ahead where the police cars will wreck you from full health. They'll just bounce you around forever. Yeah, it's over. I have to get all the way down basically without damage, which is impossible. Literally impossible. You have no control over whether or not you take damage. No matter how good you are, no matter how well you try to dodge, well, that right there didn't help. But no matter how good you are, no matter how well you try to dodge, there's nothing you can do. because sometimes there is not enough reaction time and they'll just hit you.
Nice driving, son.
And no, that's not an emulator problem. Reverse, reverse, thank you. Yeah, I can remember exactly what happened in that game. It had another mission like this one. It had a mission of combat that was utterly bullshit. You were massively outgunned, and the one time I did manage to beat it, the game crashed. And I'm not going back to it. Because that was early on. It was only going to get worse from there. I mean, that one was so bad, I stopped streaming for a while. I had to take a break after that game. Because it stressed me out so hard. Because, like I said, the one mission, it was just fucking awful. You were outgunned, completely outgunned. And I wasn't very good at the game to begin with. And then when I finally managed to get it, it crashed, and I just couldn't take it anymore. Where the hell did that thing come from? Seriously, where did that car even come from? What did it do? Go through the freaking barricade back there? There was a fucking roadblock. They like phased through the roadblock and slammed me at that speed. The hell? Yeah, not every game is worth playing, simply put. Some games really aren't.
Nice driving, son.
I play bad games to show off bad games, and even I say there are some games that are literally not worth playing. This is one. Like, I don't care what you've heard about how revolutionary this game was. It's garbage. Because especially since it wasn't even really revolutionary. Open world racing games existed before this. Even on the PlayStation, there's a version of Carmageddon. I do need to see if that's any good, but it's got to be better than this. So it wasn't even the first open world racing game. It's not even a racing game. This is one of the worst styles. The freaking checkpoint game. Nobody wants this mechanic, ever.
Where are we going, son?
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. Like, there's a reason the copy, this is a used copy I bought, and it is in, like, absolute pristine condition. I've almost never seen used copies that good condition. Because... and the only reason I can think of is because no one wanted to play this. You need to play this for 5 minutes, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done. It's like Resident Evil Survivor. I'm done. Ah, I noped that game so hard.
Nice driving, son.
I wish I wish Capcom would redo Dino Crisis instead of Resident Evil 4. It's like you're doing the survival horror games and then Resident Evil 4? It's not really the same game. Oh, don't you even... Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay, fine. Yeah, I really want a redone Dino Crisis done by the guys who did Resident Evil 2 Remake. Not the guys who did Resident Evil 3 Remake. Apparently they didn't do as good a job as the 2 people. 2 was absolutely fantastic. Oh my god. That is how you do a remake. That is how you take an old game and modernize it. And there are some games that absolutely deserve being modernized. Resident Evil 2 was one of them. So I'm glad that existed. Or exists, I should say. Off me, asshole. Get off me, asshole. Get off me, asshole. Sucks. Again, the enemy cars are not affected by the snow and ice. Alright, you notice that it's starting to get dark out here. So that's the new thing we're going to have to contend with, the darkness. Now hopefully here they start showing up on that other street. So here's the furthest we've been yet. And that's over. Yep, it's over. Hit from behind and lost control. Nothing I could do. I can't outrun them. So what are you supposed to do? I can't shake them. I'll just crash because I can't control the car in the snow. And they chase you anyway because they're not affected by the snow. So when that happens, there's nothing you can do. Oh, come on. 3 of you already? It's been 40 minutes of this so far. 40 minutes of no progress. I hate this so much. I mean, if it were something that I could do differently and have an outcome, like if this were a super hard level, if this were like Benny Fodder, you know, what was it? Bennett Foddy or whatever the heck the name is. If this were getting over it, something like that you have control of, that's frustrating, but you have control of it, and dead, one-shotted. He just flipped me. That'd be one thing. But I have no control over that. Imagine that getting over it, except every time you do it, all of the pieces are blinking in and out of reality randomly. Like every part of the map, you can just go through it at any time. And flipped. Game over. So this isn't a grind of trying to improve. And that's what makes it the most frustrating. Because I can't just play better.
Nice driving, son.
There's no better. It's all RNG. And yeah, I keep hitting the wrong buttons because I'm used to modern racer controls. And I mean, look at this shit. Like, I try to break them off on other cars. They don't care. You can't do anything to avoid them like this. See, look at that. They're not affected by the snow and ice. They don't get, you can't scrape them off on any, and I'm flipped. You can't scrape them off on anything. They're just faster and will hit you with perfect accuracy. And had one of those wonderful unmarked ones that I couldn't tell was trying to attack me. And before you ask, oh, why don't you just look at the map and tell? That doesn't fucking show you. Yes, they show up on the map, but it is not accurate enough to know what cars are coming after you, which ones aren't. Believe me, I've been trying. Like that one there, I'd been looking at the map. I never even saw that one. It still popped in before I had a chance to react. Because they do. They actually pop into existence. Not just the display. They literally will pop into existence too close to you to react to. They spawn in too close to react. And they'll get hit. And okay, it didn't actually flip me, but yeah, this game is on the do not play list. I mean, look at that. Cop just completely bodied a civilian across the map. Or across the street. And then they boxed me in to hit me too. Like, I haven't even made it into the darkness yet. It's like, screw the turns. I haven't made it to the darkness. Barely made it past the park a couple times, and the park's like a third, or not even a third, not even a quarter of the way through, I don't think. Yep, didn't see that one at all. Literally didn't see that one. That's another problem, is the unmarked cars are virtually the same color as the street. So sometimes they blend in and I can't see them. And it is literally the same model as some of the civilian traffic. The unmarked cars are. And the incoming traffic, even if it's not one of them, turns to hit you. Like, you see the taxis coming right into my lane. They don't drive straight. Even the traffic, even the civilian traffic, tries to hit you. Don't hit me, son of a bitch. Okay, and I hit nothing on that corner. The hitbox went past the graphics on that corner. And we're back to this. Can't control it, can't control it. Get off me, I can't control this. Probably. I don't know what. I don't know when. But yes, I will do more RPGs on the channel. There's no idea what or when. Oh god, look at that. Oh, okay, sure. That's over. They just pushed me around the corner, nothing I can do. Because you'll note that my tires were off the ground. So, literally no control. Do it, man. It looks fun. Grab it. Reminds me, I actually need to play those as well. I got the trilogy and haven't played them yet. In fact, I'd forgotten I picked up the collection of mana. I've beaten Secret before, and I did play a little bit of Trails back when it was fan translated, but not much of it. Oh, don't you, oh, you son of a bitch. So, not much there. I mean, you know, the games are fun. I never had Secret as a kid. Like I said, I beat it though. Played a friend's copy and beat it that way. I had Secret of Evermore instead.
Where we going, son?
See, that's the thing. I had the lesser known RPGs. Wish I still had them though. Because that ended up being a boon for me. Because it's like, well, everyone had Final Fantasy. Everyone had Chrono Trigger, which, well, I had Final Fantasy 3 and Chrono Trigger. But, you know, like everyone wanted Secret of Mana. Nobody wanted Secret of Evermore. That's why Earthbound is so popular today. Or so in demand, so expensive. Because at the time, well, it's not Final Fantasy. So no one picked it up. Wasn't even done by the same company. So why would anyone want to play it? I played all kinds of roleplay games, so I picked it up. I liked Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I had that one. I had, what was it? Robo Trek? I can't even remember if it's Robotech or it's Robotrek. Okay, that one's over. That was a cute little game. It's kind of crappy, but it's a cute little game. I enjoyed it as a kid, Robotrek. Of course, it's a bit of a guide damn it game in that you have to look up how to upgrade your robots. But it's like all the games that I had that weren't the mainstream popular ones, well, they're in demand now because people are like, oh, I never played this. You mean it was actually a good game? Secret of Evermore? Yeah, it was. Pardon me. I need to get a drink here. I've been yelling too much. And Robotrek's not great, but it's fun. I didn't have Lufia 2, but I'd played a copy of it. Love Lufia 2. Might be my favorite. No, I don't know if it's my favorite SNES RPG, but it's definitely up there. One that I highly recommend. You know, and that's why I had a bunch of RPGs on Super NES. It was my second favorite genre. My first favorite, first-person shooters. I've played most of those now. Oh, get the fuck away. Played most of the first-person shooters I wanted. And as far as RPGs, it was the JRPGs that I liked. The CRPGs at the time, oh, they were freaking awful, obtuse, annoying. Games where you had to basically read the developer's mind to know what the hell you're supposed to do. It's like, I honestly think the first... Fuck off. The first PC RPG I gave any care about was Fallout, which is still one of my favorite games. Well, it is my favorite game. Fallout 1 and 2, I kind of combined them, but... But the ones before that, Wasteland, Dragon Wars, freaking you name it, Bard's Tale, Ultima, just couldn't get into them. I kept trying, but they're so bloody obtuse. I mean, you know, what would make this much more bearable is if there were a limited number of police cars. But you see, they just wreck themselves constantly, but they respawn indefinitely, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're so aggressive that they flip themselves over. They'll just make another one. If there were a limited number, it would be so much better. So much better. There are a lot of things that would make this better. Like not being in the fucking snow so I could actually control the car. Not being slower than the police so that if they were chasing me, they don't get free hits on me. Not being a shitty game, that'd help. See that? See that? Popped my rear tires up. Couldn't control the car anymore. Well, you turn with the front tires. Yeah, but they didn't do shit. Because physics engine in this is not perfect at all. Oh, don't you? God damn it.
Nice driving, son.
Too much damage. Too much damage. Even the old Elder Scrolls games, just how none of the Elder Scrolls. Okay, Morrowind is fun. But in all honesty, the other Elder Scrolls games, I think, are only impressive because of their scope. And people started to see through that. empty content is not content. And while there's, quote, a ton of things to do in the games, a lot of it's buggy and a lot of it's fucking repetition. Just repetition. All the repetition. And that doesn't make for a good game. That's why those Ubisoft open world games are kind of have lost popularity. People realized that just empty content, not fun.
Where are we going, sir?
I'll have to read that in a little bit when I'm not driving. We're actually getting to the dark area now, finally. I still don't think I'm going to actually make it. Especially since that happens. I have no way of stopping it from happening. And I've just taken a whole bunch of damage. And more cops are coming out of nowhere to hit me. And that's over. So what was this? No, we just got one, dude. We can wait a few years for them to make another good one. And hopefully not have Bethesda fuck that one up like they're trying to do to this one. Oh, and flipped. That one's over. You're going to have to look that up yourself, Shy. But Bethesda has been getting in the way of that game, too. Not as badly as Fallout 76, but... yeah. Bethesda's gone to absolute dog shit.
Nice driving, son.
Okay, sure. Can't even get over the hill without getting hit. Fine, great, whatever. It's gotten to the point where I'm looking at the clock all the time. Which means I'm really not having fun. But yeah, it's like they added, well, the game's launched with de novo anti-piracy. And then on their own launcher, there was an EXE that didn't have it in it. And no, despite what they tried to claim of, oh, well, that version is actually, you know, a troll for the pirates because it stops working after a while. It doesn't. It was a full version. It was a real version. They tried to do that to save face, and it was bullshit. Everyone saw through it. Then they added de novo anti-cheat, which was a kernel-level anti-cheat, which was already getting slammed in the news, a kernel-level one, because of Valorant, whatever the hell you pronounce that one. Which, by the way, that's a game no one should play also.
Nice driving, son.
And, of course, the backlash on that caused them to remove that right away. But Bethesda just, they can do nothing right now. Just look at literally anything involving Fallout 76. I mean, for fuck's sake, they released a subscription service for Fallout 76 where nothing worked. The promised bonuses for paying for the extra game, the extra services, literally didn't work. The private servers were not private, and the infinite storage just deleted the things you put into it. How do you do that? How are you that fucking incompetent?
Nice driving, son.
I mean, I literally cannot imagine how you get to a level of incompetence. I just got pushed through a building there. Shit, maybe I should have kept playing. I cannot imagine how you get to such a level of incompetence that you release a subscription service for a game that's already out. You're telling people, hey, why don't you pay us extra on top of the game that you already own, and have nothing in the subscription service actually work. And in fact, have it hurt the players who pay extra. You'd think the most basic of product testing. Imagine any other fucking product that happened to, where they released it and it hurt the people who bought it. They'd have their asses sued off. So why do video game companies get away with it all the time? They release products that literally do not work. Anyone else did that, they'd be sued.
Nice driving, son.
And I don't just mean sued either. They'd have the federal government looking at them. What is the FTC, Federal Trade Commission? Yeah, the Federal Trade Commission would look into them and their products if that were the case. But video game companies get away with it. Everything's shit. There is no justice in the world.
Nice driving, son.
What happens if I try taking this more slowly? What if I don't just rush to it? I get bounced around so much that I can't control the car anyway. Because they are still fucking rockets. Yeah, that didn't work. Because they'll just slam you at full speed. So trying to drive slowly and cautiously, that's not going to happen. Alright. Yeah, I have to go through the park. There's no fucking way. There's not even any alternate paths I can take to make this better.
Nice driving, son.
Nice driving, son. After hitting the lamp pole and a building and... Fucking hell. This is so stupid. And you know, like, with Doom, there is DLC supposed to be coming for it. Single player DLC, of course. Yeah. I'm not sure anyone's going to care by the time it comes out. Especially as Bethesda did this dumbest fucking thing. The absolute dumbest thing they could possibly have done with that game. They forced in these monthly, like, battle pass style thing, where you have to play for a while to unlock these skins, but they're only for a limited time. There's no fucking multiplayer. I mean, okay, there is the two demons versus one, you know, Doom guy, But nobody fucking wants to play that. So, okay, you want us to play the single player over and I've already flipped from one hit. Over and over and over and over and over again to get these skins. Why? Nobody's gonna fucking do that. So, like, I did it for the first month because I wanted the skins there. I would have liked some of the other skins, but I ain't gonna fucking sit there and grind the single player repeatedly to get it. That's just stupid. And then even then, okay, I have the skins. So what? I don't play multiplayer. No one's gonna fucking see them. They tried to wedge in the multiplayer skin economy into Doom without multiplayer. Or with the worst fucking multiplayer out there. Bethesda can do nothing right. And I know the reason for it. It's the same reason a lot of game companies fuck up everything they touch. They want to try to get a pile of money that they see other companies get, but they don't have the right things to get that. Like, right now, Bethesda is looking at Fortnite and all of these other multiplayer games that have a skin economy, etc., etc. They have all this extra spending, but they don't make multiplayer games. As evidence of Fallout 76 being absolute fucking garbage. One of the worst games ever released, a year after release. Still, every update makes the game worse. But they want you to buy the skins. They desperately want to be a multiplayer skin economy game, but they don't know how to make skin economy games, multiplayer games. But the problem is, they can't focus on what they're good at anymore because it wasn't making enough money. All these companies have gotten insanely greedy. Thanks to large part to, you know, EA, Ubisoft, actually mostly Activision. Fuck Activision. Fuck Bobby Kotick.
Nice driving, son.
But they don't want to make good games anymore. And I mean, that's been a long standing complaint about high-end companies. That they're not in it for the games. Because they're not. They never have been. It's a business. They're in it for the business. They're in it to make money. And they don't see making good games as making money.
Where are we going, son?
And you can't point to any number of failures to showcase why what they're doing is wrong. They will not believe it. They will continue to do the same mistakes over and over because they see a big pile of money somewhere else and they say, I gotta have me some of that. And then they fuck up everything they do to try to grab that. They burn down their own base, their own players, their own game, their own reputation, their own companies, trying to get some of that. Just look at Blizzard. Like, Blizzard used to be the shining star. It was the company that you could look to and go, well, whatever game they're going to make, They're at least going to do everything they can to make it good. Then came Activision and Diablo 3. And has been downhill since then. And the thing is, the hell of it is, these companies don't fucking realize it. It's not hard to make a good game with a skin economy, with extra purchases. You know? And I mean, Blizzard actually had one with Hearthstone. Buy the cards. That's one. That's a fantastic one of extra income for the game. They fucked that one up. Have kind of dropped a lot of support for that one. They had, God, what was it? Heroes of the Storm. Heroes of the Storm was a perfect game for them for that. Except they tried to monkey around with the skin economy and how to monetize it. They tried to get clever and sneaky and greedy with the monetization, and then they dropped support of the game. So even when these companies have something that is what they want, they've got what they need. They've got the game, it's ready for it, it's right for it, they can absolutely make money with it, they fuck it up. Because they don't know what they're doing. Like, goddamn. I really ought to design my dungeon crawler game. Because it is one of those that has extra monetization options. Easy extra monetization options. And you don't have to get greedy with it. You don't have to monkey around with it. You don't do the... God, what game was it? Rocket League! Fucking Rocket League! I get into Rocket League, and I'm ready to start buying a bunch of the cosmetics. But they decided to fucking game it up and try to force the feeling of missing out, FOMO. They try to exploit FOMO, and instead of just selling you what you want to buy, they put it in a rotating storefront. And it's like, okay, well, I wanted to buy this, but you're not going to sell it to me, so I guess my money's going elsewhere. All right. I had a bunch of shit that I was ready to buy for them. I was, come last Christmas, I had a bunch of stuff I was going to buy some friends for it. I was going to have a grand old time spending a lot of money in that game, and they took it all away. They took all of the options to buy shit away from that game.
Nice driving, son.
Okay. Then I won't buy the stuff from you. You see what I mean about the companies trying to be too clever for their own good? They're trying to outsmart themselves. If you want people to buy things, you have to sell things people want to buy. Quit trying to fucking exploit people's psychology and just sell a fucking product. There's a lot of very successful companies out there that do just that. They just make and sell a good product. Fucking hitboxes on that piss me off. Alright, so where's the roadblock up here? There's going to be a roadblock up here. Where is it? Well, here they come behind me because they're faster than I am and nothing I can do to prevent it. Except make them crash into each other. That worked. Where's the roadblock?
Nice driving, son.
Don't. Oh, you motherfucker. Well, that's it for me. There's going to start now. That was another issue you just saw. Traffic turning directly into your pathway. No concern. Alright, how much further is it? Oh yeah, there's the fucking roadblock. And it is literally the next turn. And I'm done. Look how much damage I've taken. There's literally this turn right here I need to take. And they're not letting me even come close to it. Come on. Get out of the way. Get out of the fucking way.
Nice driving, son.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! It's over! It's freaking over! Why is there a save game? 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 There should not be anything past this. That was the final mission. I got so lucky at the end here, which is what you need. You need to get lucky.
You okay, sir?
I'm fine, son.
We got him.
So is this over? Did I win?
Sir, you okay?
Uh-huh.
We got him. Tanner, Costelli.
Okay, just repeat the voice
and
lines,
Ruff and
sure.
Vaughn. We got them all.
Oh.
Badge back now, Tanner.
How much of the FBI did Vaughn drag down with him?
Okay,
It's
I
gonna
mean, the
take
story
some
never
time
mattered
for
to
us
me
shift right
anyway.
through all this. Meantime, take your badge back.
I still want to know why I had a save game at the... Oh, you know why I have a save game at the end? To unlock stuff.
Tanner! Now you get yourself back here, Tanner. Now you come back here and you pick up this bag. Tanner! You just bought yourself a whole lot of trouble, fella. This is
Okay,
your
that's
last
fucking
chance, Tanner.
stupid. The story is retarded. But you know what? I'm done. I freaking did it. I can check this game off the list. Driver complete. Holy crap. I'd gotten close before. I've been in that last turn. And I don't mean the turn at the, in the dark off the main road. I mean the second turn. I've had that arrow in my sights before. But now I finally got it. Like I said, I got lucky. The cars lined up just right that they weren't harassing me around the corner, which is what you need. You need to get lucky to win. Nothing else. Yes, thanks for being here, Shy. I mean, being able to rant about something other than focusing on the game helped a lot. Even though I was ranting about the game industry and being angry about that, I wasn't angry at this game, and that makes a difference. I mean, I was angry at this game, but my rage wasn't focused on it. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I finished. No credits, nothing like that, but it is freaking over. I freaking did it. Hallelujah. I am free. I can put this one up on YouTube, mark it off as actually freaking completed. Oh, and watch YouTube delete the video because of how much I was swearing. Yeah, man, thanks for showing up. I'm glad someone did. I needed someone to talk to while doing this, which is why I wanted to do it on stream rather than just do it off. Then, you know, well, I wanted evidence that I'd actually done it. Oh my god, I never want to see this game again. I don't care what you've heard about this game, about how it's a classic, about how it did all this revolutionary things before anyone else. It didn't. And it's not good. The design of it is just terrible. Absolutely terrible design for a game of nothing but checkpoint driving. And it is just painful. I mean, yeah, there's a couple other types of missions, but most of it is go from point A to point B with a time limit. And it's not fun at all. It is like the worst type of driving game you can do, is get from point A to point B on a time limit. At least Crazy Taxi has a reason for that. But in all seriousness, if you want to play a game on a time limit in an open world environment where the goal is to go from point A to point B, play Crazy Taxi. It's way better than this. Yes, it came out later on the next generation of hardware, but still, this is not fun. And I am done. Thanks for being here. No idea what's going to be tomorrow. There was supposed to be the extra for the club today, the game club, the discussion on Disgaea 2, but Maya has... he's got some problems in his city right now and is not able to get back to do it. Yeah, fun. That's another thing I do. That's why I don't want to talk about this shit today. So we're not doing that today. Hopefully we can do it tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be soon. The next game has been chosen, at least as far as the club. I haven't started playing it yet. I gotta set the controls up for it before I do anything. And maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. It's like, notice even in the demo, the cops are freaking murderers in this. They just want to kill you, keep wrecking you till you're gone. Ooh, commentary. It's just bad game design. I have no idea what's tomorrow. None whatsoever. And I'm hoping the mic still works, because I had it, like I said, I had to tape it closed. There's a break in the cable. At any rate, take care, Internet. I'm going to go celebrate. Enjoy the games you play.